Originally, when I was making videos for this event, I was kind of just making them as more joke videos because I had a feeling they were just going to stay very easy, very linear in terms of their evolution. And we are now at stage 12, and these fights are actually getting pretty challenging. Now, I could be saying this with a skewed perception since I have been doing all of these fights for the most part with my goofy free-to-play metal cooler team. So maybe you guys who have been running your best and brightest teams out there are probably thinking, nah, Toon, this event is still easy. For me, I don't know yet. So today we're going to take this a little bit more seriously, and we're actually going to run through it with a more respectable team after we just give the one try with these bums here. Stage 12. What are we dealing with stage 12 on the surging? Oh, it's the same. Oh, God. Okay. So we're dealing with another set of 5 enemies. Attack plus 200% within the turn with each super attack performed. How many times are they going to be supering? Are they each going to be supering twice? There's no way we're going to win. There's actually no way we're going to win unless I use a custom robo and maybe like, I don't know. What if we, you know what? Let me try it. Nurse, Chi-Chi, and custom robo. Let's try that. I think our luck has run out, folks. I think this is GG for us. This is crazy, man. This is ridiculous, man. All right, do we have both tech units in there? Okay, cool. We got both of them where they're supposed to be. Let's check out the boss data. 280,000 health. 280. Why do I keep saying 1,000? It's a million, dummy. 1.3 million attack. 200,000. 2 million defense. 3.2 million damaging super. 2 attack. Oh god. Okay. Max attack 3 times. There's a. I think this means there's a 50% chance of a soup. Okay. So basically, they're all inclined to launch multiple attacks. That's just great. Also, I just realized guide robo doesn't help because that works on a singular target. Ah, it doesn't help. What does this do? All right, man, let's try this, man. I don't know, bro. I don't even know. Just get me the hell out of here. We're dead. We're so dead. We're so dead. Let's do that. It is nice that we have a bunch of rainbow keyspheres, though. All right, let's see. 70. Oh, oops. Let me change the layout back. There we go. Nice dodge. There's no dodge there. But we lowered their stats, right? So we're good. Oh, boy. Yeah, so in my last video... And so if you're trying to find these videos, just look for, I guess I should make a playlist for this. I've been slowly like clumping all my videos in the playlist. I guess I'll make one for this. Just look for all the meme thumbnails. Because whenever I make videos on like these fights in a more official or I guess normal format, nobody watches it. So making them into joke thumbnails and more or less joke videos, it draws in at least a little bit of an audience. These are the sort of things you got to do when you're adapting as a content creator, you know. So I'll probably put it all into a playlist, but in the last video, it's the one with Majin 21 wielding the Calcos against a bunch of coolers. I just whipped out Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is the go-to easy AoE. In this situation, it might be a little bit more dangerous just because they're getting stronger and they have type advantage. So I'm kind of thinking maybe Omega Shenron might be good because he's got AoE and he's also got the ability to cancel. So he can remove a lot of the threat off the table just with a single cancel because that reduces the enemy's attack output by 33%, right? If they're attacking 3 times anyway. Who's getting hit right now? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's all we did after... Yeah, no thanks, dude. All right, let's bring back the team from the previous video.
Let's do this.
This should be able to do it. Let's get the rotations right. All right, we got a much better setup here. We got the perfect LR. Ah, wait. I can't believe I got away with that. Okay, go to the right twice. Got to get the health below 50%. Oh my God, I can't believe I almost screwed that up. Now let's jump in and now let's do this. Woo. You saw nothing. All right, so once again, I am going to utilize the legendary nuking strat because that's what I want to do. So let's go ahead and use Chilai. Thank you very, very much. Ew. All right, please give me more than this, Chilai, you bum. Thank you. Oh my God, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna start by, who is attacking? It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do the, hold on. Do I have dodge on this guy or is this my world tournament character? No, this is my dodge one. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna boost up. Oh, I brought the wrong item. All right, whatever, man. I'm gonna boost up my God. All right, I'm gonna boost up my defense. Oh my God, I brought the wrong one. I can't believe I did that. Well, can I stack? Nope, I can't. Mother. So many L's, and we haven't even started. By the way, if you haven't seen my cool Oppenheimer short that I made for something like this, you should go check it out. I'm actually gonna include them in this video at the end of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and run this. Look at the links. We got some great links here. And then you, I don't know, do whatever you want. Let's see what we got here. Right. Could this have ultimately been the best move, giving him extra defense? I don't know. I can't believe I brought the Vidal thinking that was... I didn't read the fine print. I thought Vidal was the attack and the World Tournament announcer was defense. That's flipped. All right, well, we're fine. It doesn't matter. All right, 413 million attack. Take him to church. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. And that's it. Okay. All right, so that's easy. But hey, you know what? Maybe you don't have that team. I did put together a no new units team for this. But maybe you don't have the team. Maybe you don't have the means to pull off such a feat. So let's try one other setup with a similar nuking strategy, and let's see what that does for us. All right, so we're bringing in the big bad bosses, the GT bosses. I am bringing Legic in here. Bring in whatever move GT boss you can. I'm just throwing him in here just to give us a little bit more consistency on attempting this. Right, so let's jump in. Let's do this. I am bringing a King Yema, and I am also bringing a nuking item. King Yema eliminates the possibilities of supers for the turn. This is oftentimes a strat that some people will use for World Tournament, because then it eliminates the threat of getting hit in slot 1 and you can just run through with your squad. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We are going to activate King Yema to eliminate all supers. And then with this dude's domain, he's got big bad boss connections up the wazoo. And also we've got, actually, should I put him in slot 1? It doesn't matter. Do we get any better if we're in slot 2? Nah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, this guy's going to be giving us some support, which is going to make the situation a little bit easier to pull off. I don't even think it matters. So let's go ahead and use this. Oh wait, that's the... I am just forgetting everything. It's not King Yema. It's Pilaf or it's Baba. Mother... I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just having a rough day, I guess. All right. King Yema reduces damage received by 50%. Whatever. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and use the Dabura cookie. So let's do that. Some assistance, please. Give me another one. Okay, actually, that was not good because I think we need Rainbow Key Spheres. It reduces damage received. Okay, so I guess the King Yema sort of offset that. It doesn't matter. But yeah, if you are trying to do this the long way, you want to pick up Rainbow Key Spheres. So I would not advise that. But because we got King Yema, that took care of it. All right, so let's do that. AoE, and that's GG. That's pretty much how that works. So, I mean, look, my strategy is idiot proof because look at me, I'm an idiot. I've gotten like 5 things wrong in the span of 30 seconds in this video, and we're still gonna be just fine. This doesn't stun, does it? I forgot what the information said. I don't think it stuns. This is a type null though, so you can't counter it or anything. GT heroes, you know, Super Saiyan 4 characters could definitely counter because it's not about the type null, it's just about the fact that it's a super. So there is that. If you are trying to do this like the regular... Ew. Oh my. Really? That actually didn't do a whole lot. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, looks like we're in for a good old-fashioned firefight. Okay. It's the GT bosses versus the Age of Ultron. Okay. This guy does not have all of the orbs that he needs. I was kind of expecting this to be GG. So My bad. Very happy I got that King Yemma all of a sudden. Man, Legic actually is sort of a game changer here now. Well, I showed you a more optimal way with Majin Vegeta, and I showed you a less optimal way with GT Boss. So pick your poison. Majin Vegeta is a free-to-play character. You can obtain the character with your red stones in the bubble shop. He is a good character to pick up at some point because he's great for World Tournament, and he's just good in general for Majin Buu Saga teams. Now, do kindly ignore the Legic gameplay here because he is very good. But, you know, also, it's not like this unit is ever going to return. And actually, technically speaking, he was back with the blue stone. I feel like at this point, the Legic no new units rule there has to be a better way to figure out the no new units thing for banner units. Because, like, normally, it's like, okay, if a character returns in the coin shop, then they're illegal. But it's not like these banner units come back in the coin shop. They're just... They're thrown into the ether that is the general pool. So whatever. I mean, at some point we were gonna allow him, so might as well do it now. Okay, well, since a lot of scariness is about to happen, we're gonna have to just use the King Yemma again. But we're fine because double Omega Shenron, we're good, right? And also this turn, we've got extra debuffs going on with this guy. This guy's huge for this. So he will actually make this even better. Let me actually go after you. Let me do that. And then we'll have Rose swoop in for the setup for the STR Omega super easy in slot 3. And then it's GG. That should be a wrap right there. Nice dodge. My guy has like 12 dodge. All right, so 143 million is what we had with the nuking strat versus 96 million without the nuking strat. So you don't have to have that. What really makes this guy really good for this is the fact that he cancels. It's the canceling part that you really want to rely on here, because the rest of your team on GT Boss is pretty capable. They can all do their little contributions, and look at that, you know. All right, so they're both dead. Rose is gonna swoop in for some setup. If we don't kill this turn, I mean next turn we'll wipe him out. We have Int Legion of Shadow Dragons coming up. They could actually be in slot 1. They should be able to tank. Oh no, I'm so scared. Oh. There it is. All right, well, those are your two different ways to take on the fight, the AoE fight. And now let's wrap this up with a nice, tidy, beautiful YouTube short. Check it out. Let's do this. Team Bardock Great Apes thing. These guys are horrible. They're just pure evil. We are entering the battle under 60%. Here we are. So now the next thing we got to do is maximize on orb pickups. Hello.
Another one.
Yes, I gotta see how much damage we do here. Everything is set. We've got exactly 8 trillion attack. If we fail this, I'm gonna be very mad. We have no dodge. We can't weasel out of it. We just gotta tank with our... Let's go. All right, how much are we gonna do?
Double kill, triple kill, overkill, kill-tacular.
Majin Vegeta become death, the destroyer of monkeys.
Let's do this. Team. Pretty sweet now. Goodbye.